Oh, hello everybody, it's Megalithic here, otherwise known as Pablo Escobar, and you join me on a rather exciting day today because I have just recently won the Truffade Adder at the casino, don't you know? So we're going to do a video on the Truffade Adder, ladies and gentlemen. Retails for $1 million on the nose, don't you know it? It can be found on the legendary motorsport website. It is, of course, based on the Bugatti Veyron, and I'm sure you'll agree it looks more angry than a pirate with piles now, doesn't it? Okay, well, we're going to take it out on the street and see how she handles. Now, this is the quick review, so we've got two fully upgraded adders here, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to see how they handle. Okay, acceleration. I mean, it's less impressive than a peacock without a piece here, to be quite frank with you, ladies and gentlemen. The handling, I mean, it's heavy, it's dull. I mean, it's harder to handle than a horny hedgehog, to be quite frank with you, ladies and gentlemen. I know you're going to see trying to get around the corner here now. There we go. Going to have to brake heavily, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, it is like I say, dull and rather heavy. At the top end speed, though, this is where this car really shines, ladies and gentlemen, in terms of top end speed. I mean, it's going to go faster than the British summertime, you know, it just is that quick. And there we go, Mr. Raccoon come flying past us there. Okay, so there we go, ladies and gentlemen. What can we say? You know, acceleration not so great, handling not so great. I mean, it's not bad, you understand? It's just like I say, heavy and dull. There we go. But top end speed, ladies and gentlemen, is really rather good. If I can get down the top speed test track in about 52 point something seconds. Okay, so we brought it off the standing shores. Now the first vehicle we're going to bring out is going to be another Truffade. It's a Truffade Nero. It's retailing for $1,440,000, and it is a very, very fine car, ladies and gentlemen. So it's nearly $500,000 difference between these two, ladies and gentlemen. Both of them, of course, are the Truffades based on the Bugattis. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, for the $500,000, it really is very, very close there. Of course, yes, the Nero has got slightly better top speed, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see there, but it really is rather close. I'm sure you'll agree, so that really is rather interesting. Okay, well, the next vehicle we're going to bring out is going to be the Truffade Thrax. This retails for $2,325,000, so that's $1,325,000 more for the Truffade Thrax compared to the Truffade Adder there, ladies and gentlemen. And as you can see, it clearly has a better acceleration than both the Nero and the Adder there, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately, it's the top end speed that lets the Thrax down, so the Adder is going to, as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, it is catching, and by the time we get to the line, we're pretty much neck and neck, don't you know? And that really is rather shocking, I'm sure you'll agree. Okay, well, we're going to just actually see where it stands in the current day meta, ladies and gentlemen, where the Adder stands. So what it's going to do up against that bottom end Garotti. Now, this is the Garotti Turismo R, retailing for a price of $500,000. It has been driven by Mr. Raccoon, I should point out, as are all of the other vehicles. His name is the Bromby. He has a channel of his own. It is called the Bromby. If you type that into YouTube, you're going to go and find him. I knew that he's got some rather good videos on there. So as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, and be under no doubt, yes, even a bottom end Garotti, ladies and gentlemen, bottom end supercar is going to take down the Adder, and that really is rather a shame. Okay, so the next vehicle we're going to bring out is going to be a Benefactor, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Benefactor Schlagen, retailing for a price of $1.3 million, I do believe. And yes, you can see that it's got a fantastic acceleration and top speed, ladies and gentlemen. It is soaring to the top of the track ahead. Unfortunately, that's got absolutely shocking handling, so we are going to be able to get around the corner in front of it there, ladies and gentlemen. But as I say, it really has got a fantastic top end speed, the Schlagen, and it is indeed going to come past us. So there we go, 1.3 takes down $1 million, and perhaps one shouldn't be surprised about that. Okay, well, we're just going to test out the Emperor ETR1. Now, this is a $2 million supercar, ladies and gentlemen. We can't find a sodding car in the game that it's able to take down, you know. I mean, it just loses to absolutely everything, including the Benefactor Serrano, don't you know? So yes, ladies, we're going to see now what happens when we put the Adder up against it. So we got the Adder, the Truffade Adder, up against the Emperor ETR1. As I say, we're getting for about $2 million, and as you can see there, ladies and gentlemen, it's pretty much par for the course as far as the Emperor ETR1 is concerned. It's going to lose, as it always does. Now, speaking of the Benefactor Serrano, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who do not know, for the hoes at home, as they say, for the uninitiated, this is the Benefactor Serrano, retailing at a price of $110,000, can be found under the legendary motorsport website. It's what we like to refer to as a serious contender, ladies and gentlemen. For the money, it can take down some very interesting cars. It's a very, very good car for the money. It's not going to be able to touch the Truffade Adder. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. At least we can breathe a sigh of relief over that particular issue. Okay, so now we're going to ask the big question. What about Big Daddy Z, the Pegassi Zentorno, retailing for $725,000. What we uphold on this channel to be a high watermark, a very, very fine car for the money. Not a truly competitive car, don't you know, but certainly good for the money. As you can see there, ladies and gentlemen, it's not going to be able to do it. The Zentorno is going to beat it. So what can we say about the Adder, ladies and gentlemen? I mean, it looks more brutish than a Roman gladiator with a Gatling gun, doesn't it, ladies and gentlemen? The only problem is the acceleration. I mean, it's more average than an apathetic aardvark, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, there's only one more question, and that is the Grotti Italia RSX, and the answer is going to be if the Zentorno can beat the Adder, you can bet your bottom dollar that the RSX is going to. So we're going to crack on with our awkward and rather stilted metaphors, ladies and gentlemen. Top speed, I mean, it's going to move faster than a flock of geese coming out the back of a jet engine turbine, you know. It's the handling, ladies and gentlemen. I'm afraid it's hard to get around a corner than a catatonic killer whale, you know. So that's pretty much it. I mean, what can we say, ladies and gentlemen? That is the Truffade Adder. I mean, like I say, acceleration is more underwhelming than a wrestling dwarf, but I'm sure you'll agree it looks more menacing than the world's first nuclear bomb, you know. Top speed, I mean, it's going to move. It's as fast as a baby seal swept up in a tsunami. Unfortunately, it's just the handling that lets it down. It's got a wider turning circle than your mother's backside, and it's just as fun to try to handle. Okay, should you buy it? Yes, I'm dying. We'd say go for the Nero, but if you've got it on a budget, why not go for it? Thank you for watching.